Let me just get back on my feet. Hello, and welcome. I'm back to playing Trails from Zero, and now I'm going to be starting the next chapter. Seems like you had another rough month, Arios. It's fine. Nothing new, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm here regarding my payment. No problem. Via IBC as usual, I assume. Look, seeing as I'm the one giving you all these requests, I'm sure I'm the last person to talk. But maybe you should consider reducing your workload, just a teensy bit. I can only imagine how lonely poor Shizuku must be. Whoops, sorry. I said I wouldn't bring this up anymore, didn't I? Oh, that reminds me. Headquarters contacted me again. They keep bugging me to get you to accept the offer. Are they seriously still at it? I've rejected their offer numerous times already. How many more will it take? Well, can you blame them? I'm sure they're just desperate to find someone to fill the gaping hole Cassius Bright left when he quit. Didn't you two train under the same master? You're basically equals when you look at your stats with the guild, so hurry up and accept already. While that may be true on paper, we're completely different people. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on an international scale. To be honest, even being considered his equal is far more than I deserve. Oh, don't give me any of that. We both know it isn't true. What about that case in Remephiria? The Grand Prince himself presented you with a Medal of Honor. If you ask me, that's more than enough of a qualification. I have to disagree. I never truly resolved the issue. I may have prevented the immediate disaster, but the masterminds responsible are still out there. I'd actually intended to refuse the medal. Gosh, Arios, you're such a stick in the mud, you know that? Come on, accepting that promotion will drop your workload a little bit. You've done over 100 requests this month alone for Eidos' sake. That can't be healthy. Well, I certainly don't feel like I bit off more than I could chew. Traveling for work isn't nearly as strenuous now that there are more trains and flights coming in and out of the city. Besides, those two bracers transferring here should help reduce my workload a bit. Ah, you mean those kitties? I suppose you're right. They might be rookies, but I see a lot of potential in them. And at the very least, they'll be much more dependable than those kids in the special support section. Hello? Anyone home? Ah, would you speak of the devil? Come on in. We're upstairs. Ah, the second floor. Gotcha. Thanks for having us. Hello again. I don't like the sprite for this. It's just too bright. Holy smokes, Arios is here too. I'm glad we managed to catch you while you're in. I don't like that sprite either. Yes, it's quite a lucky coincidence. It's been 3 months or so, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you're both doing well. I never imagined we'd be seeing you two transferring to our little branch. This is just fantastic. Now that you're both here, we'll have Crossbell cleaned up in no time flat. Hahaha. We may be good, but we're not that good. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. I really don't like the change in design from Sky to here for these two characters. Like, they're too bright. Oh, but where are our manners? We should officially introduce ourselves. Estelle Bright, Senior Bracer. Joshua Bright, also a Senior Bracer. I really need to see what they look like in the original, because they're very different. Like, the design is totally different. Okay, I guess it's because it's gonna kind of justify it as he grew up a bit, but his hair is all down, none of it shoots outwards. Whereas every other image, except for in what looks to be... Yeah, so in Sky FC 2nd chapter and 3rd, he always has hair that sticks out in a direction, whereas here it's all curved down, which I think bugs me a bit. And Estelle, what? Oh, yes, what bugs me about Estelle is in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd games, her eyes were less bright red, whereas here they're very bright red. Joshua Bright, also a senior bracer. Freezing Prasenko, wanted to double check. Okay. Officially reporting for duty at the Bracer Guild's Crossbell branch. Afternoon of the Wolves, Chapter 1. The chief sure is late. I'd like to start our morning meeting soon, if we can. I really don't think we can begin without him. Ugh. I would have slept in if I knew it. We'd just be waiting around. Waking up at noon, hitting the casino, letting the good times roll till the wee hours. That's the life. The life of a hopeless reprobate. Sorry I'm late, everyone. I don't like that the camera doesn't follow him there. It just feels awkward. Chief Sergey. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Shall we start the meeting now? No need. Just got a call from HQ. You guys have been assigned a special mission today. Congrats. A special mission? I'm getting some bad vibes already. Is it similar to the previous one? Don't look at me. They didn't give me any details. You'll have to go to the main CPD building and find out yourself. Your client will be waiting for you there. Police headquarters, 3rd floor. Well, here we are again for another visit with Vice Commissioner Jackass. I can only imagine what he wants to bitch about what he wants to bitch at us about this time. Remember that we were told this was about a client waiting for us. I think it's safe to say he didn't call us here to complain. I have a sinking feeling he will find a reason to scold us regardless. I know what you mean. We can't let it get to us, though. Lloyd Banning's reporting in. The special support section has arrived. Come in. Excuse us. Oh, I recognize that uniform. Crossbell Guardian Force, right? Ah, hell. My. Is that how you greet a former superior officer, Randy Orlando? What a name. Every time. Care to elaborate on any hidden meanings behind that outburst of yours? Oh, no, I was, just surprised to see you here, so that's all. Do you two know each other? Your reaction is that of a man with a guilty conscience. Oh, Show some respect, you four. This here is Lieutenant Colonel Sonia Bells, Deputy Commander of the CGF. Deputy Commander of the Guardian Force? Please forgive our misbehavior. Lieutenant Colonel is one of the higher ranks in the military chain of command. She is that distinguished? Oh, you have no freaking idea. She is the CGF second in command after all, which if the second in command wasn't high ranked, it would be a low tier organization. Taking into account her expertise and how much she's got in the force, she might as well be in charge. At ease, detectives. Admittedly, only one of them is actually a detective. You're the special support section I've heard so much about. Yes, ma'am. We were told you were looking to submit a support request with us. Is that right? You should feel honored, rookies. It's unheard of for useless greenhorns like yourselves to be called upon by the deputy commander herself. Vice Commissioner Pierre, allow me to handle it from here. But... Understood. I'll leave it in your capable hands, ma'am. Thank you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Sonia Bells, Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. I came here to ask the Special Support Section to lend us your expertise on a particular matter, the non-existent expertise as we just formed within the past 2 weeks. Let me begin with a brief overview of the situation. An investigation of monster attacks? That's correct, detective. Several locations throughout Crossbell have reported similar cases of monster attacks over the past month. We'd like for your division's cooperation in investigating this matter. Wait just a moment, please. You want us to investigate attacks that have been happening outside of Crossbell City? Do you take issue with that? No, ma'am, not at all. Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, the CGF is already conducting its own investigation into the matter, correct? Considering that, is there even room for us to help? Yes, plenty, in fact. Too many questions remain unanswered to write these off as ordinary monster attacks. As much as I hate to admit, our investigators have hit a dead end. Therefore, I'm hoping the investigation will benefit from a different point of view. A different point of view. A trained detective's, to be exact. One that will differ greatly from a guardsman's. By that reasoning, however, I wouldn't specifically need the special support section. I could have, for example, gone to the renowned 1st Division for their assistance instead. Well, I would love to introduce you to them, but as you know, they are preoccupied with their duties. As you can see, a number of unforeseen circumstances have led us to seeking the aid of the SSS. Are there any objections? No, ma'am. We'll gladly accept your request and aid you in your ongoing investigation. How exactly would you like us to assist? Sergeant Major Seeker. Yes, ma'am. If I remember correctly, she is the sister of the receptionist, who are both the daughters of a random person in a random room in Crossbell. Yes, ma'am. Here you are. Oh, thank you. Wait. Huh. She seems... Is something wrong? I'm fine. My apologies. I can't help but feel I've seen her somewhere before. Received monster damage report. A report? It appears to be a case file from the CGF. Correct. It contains all of our findings thus far. We'd prefer it if you began your investigation having only read that file. Doing so will eliminate unwanted bias from your report. I see. In that case, we'll look through it as soon as we're done here. We leave it in your capable hands. I suppose we'll have to excuse ourselves for now. We'll establish a direct line of communication with the SSS, so don't hesitate to contact us if you discover anything. Roger. My apologies for the disturbance, Vice Commander. No, not at all. Feel free to drop by my office anytime. Hehe. Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Randy. Well, you know, I'd say work here is more thrilling than staring at the border and doing drills all day. Good to hear. I'm glad my efforts to transfer you here were worth it. Let's head out, Seeker. Roger. I still just call her female guardsman, they don't call her Seeker. I wonder how those headings for text boxes are handled, because they seem to change, but only when there's a full scene change. Whew. Man, oh man. So she was your superior officer back in the Guardian Force, Randy? Sure was. She wasn't my direct boss, though. She just gave me a bunch of tips and pointers for our training and drill sessions. Don't let her gorgeous look fool you. You cross that lady and bam, full nightmare mode. She'll scare the piss right out of you. Knowing Randy, I can only assume his terrible work ethic set her off on multiple occasions. I could absolutely see that happening. He has a knack for getting in trouble with women. They've only known each other for a few weeks, right? On that note, do you know the girl that was accompanying the deputy commander, Randy? Nah, never seen her before. I bet a pretty mirror that she's in the Tangram Gate division of the CGF. Those guys assist Deputy Commander Bells with her work. Oh, wait just a second. Are you telling me you've taken a fancy to her? Well, Lloyd, was it love at first sight? Well... Stare, but is an onomatopoeia is G. Pretty funny. What? No, it was nothing like that. I just had a strange feeling that I'd met her somewhere before. I do kind of enjoy that no one likes him. Alright. How much longer do you rookies plan to take up space in my precious office spewing this pointless drivel? Don't tell me. Is this a plot by that good-for-nothing Sergei to have you come here and humiliate me? This is the type of character who often in the end is a good person, just misguided. No, sir. Absolutely, definitely not. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please excuse our rudeness. Go on. Get out of here. To think that every single one of you would ignore every single one of you ignored my warning. You should know full well what awaits you here, then. Well, hey now. Whatever. Enjoy that little investigation of yours out in the wilderness. I'm sure it'll be a fun little camping trip. Why don't you transfer your entire team to the Guardian Force while we're at it? You can boot that damn Sergei out along with you, but doesn't Sergei outrank Pierre? Or am I misreading the tiers? If you'll excuse us, I'm actually gonna check really quick. I'm just gonna pause it because it doesn't keep running in the background despite me changing the settings, which is annoying. Like checking stuff that I might have not paid enough attention to. I thought he was the commissioner. Okay, no, he's just the section chief. I thought he was someone who actually mattered. Oh no, he was just a major... Yeah, he was just a section chief, so I guess he's lower, but also like... Wait, who is the... Do we know the name of the head? I guess I misinterpreted the character a bit, which is my bad. Oh, looking at it, actually like in-depth image of Pierre. He's pretty creepy. Yeah, I guess I misinterpreted it from the start of the story. Ugh. Vice Commissioner Jackass strikes again. I swear, as soon as I step in there and see that dumb tuft of hair on his forehead, my blood pressure spikes. A pathetic attempt to stave off a receding hairline. I suppose we were being disrespectful in front of him. However, that doesn't warrant his condescending, vulgar tone with us. Let's just try to forget about him for now, guys. We should head back to the SSS building and go through this report. After that, we'll need to decide on the direction our investigation should take. Right, Lieutenant Colonel Bells gave the impression that they weren't ordinary monster attacks. I'm curious what she meant when she said, "Too many questions remain unanswered." And realistically, what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit is gambling to get gambling-specific stuff out of the way. Once the casino has opened up, just sort of doing that until I get a decent amount to work with, like, probably again later in the game is going to be relevant. This is worse than I thought. So it really is happening everywhere. It seems most of these incidents haven't been reported to the media yet. Yeah, there's something fishy going on. No question. These are definitely not your typical monster attacks. Do we know whether or not these wolf-like monsters are native to Crossbell? I'm not sure, actually. But clear paw prints were found at the scene of each incident. So I think it's safe to say creatures like this exist and are in the area. But the Guardian Force's investigation still hasn't confirmed their existence, right? That's a little disconcerting. For real. These monsters must be pretty damn crafty if they're able to pull off all these attacks without ever being seen. I mean, shouldn't they have hired some kind of hunter to track them down instead? Probably so. I am not certain we will be able to contribute much to this case. Lloyd, what's the matter? Did that ace detective light bulb of yours start flickering again? Not exactly. I was just thinking. I know these are monster attacks. Why don't we treat this as we would any other investigation? Well, I suppose the deputy commander did say she wanted a detective's point of view. Should we search for clues as per usual? Yeah. If we treat this series of attacks as all being part of one large case, who would be our culprit? Obviously those wolf-like monsters the report mentioned, right? Sounds like a pack of them has been moving together. True. And with that in mind, what would the profile and motives of the culprits be? Huh? Motive? Oh, I understand now. You're saying that a motive isn't apparent from these reports. Exactly. If these monsters are intelligent as we suspect, they would typically stay away from populated areas. If the motive was hunger, the medical college would be the last place they'd look for food. There has to be some kind of hidden truth that explains these seemingly irrational behavior. Logically speaking, that does make sense. I suppose we've settled on a direction for our investigation then. I think so. Start by visiting the affected areas and gathering information from anyone connected to the incident. By doing things our way, we'll be able to supply the CGF with some supplementary info at the very least. I agree. Every little clue and lead we can find will go towards helping the Guardian Force. Phew, what a relief. Here I was thinking we'd be spending the day blindly hunting monsters in the mountains. So, Lloyd, where do you suggest we begin our investigation? Let's see. How about we start with Armorica Village, the first area that was attacked. Considering the Armorica report was the most detailed, maybe we'll be able to gather enough clues to start building a profile of the monsters. That sounds like a good start. Armorica Village is northeast of Crossbell City, right? Yeah. We should be able to get there by taking the bus from the east exit. And needless to say, this is our first mission outside of the city. We don't know what we're heading into, so let's make sure we leave well prepared. Makes sense. To be safe, we should check any new support requests that have come in, too. I've gotten, in a previous attempt at playing through, I've gotten to Armorica Village and done a little bit there, but I don't think I got beyond that. Running for problem, it's the classic book collection quest. Seeking new ingredients using a special bread recipe. I need to talk to that dude. IBC new service, can we please have a moment of your time? Okay, so that's that. So, I need to... New stuff has appeared, so there's new armory equipment. New quartz. Quartz is valuable. Quartz is worth checking out. It's also worth considering upgrading slots. Let's just talk. Learn from me. We're switching well. Oh, well, we're chugging along somehow. The requests we get are so different. It's often exhausting trying to keep up. Might as well keep giving it all. Let me tickle your ornaments. You regret if you don't. So, quartz. Any interesting ones? I have 2 actions already. I could get another one, but I don't really want it. EP cut is always nice, but 5%'s not that much. I kind of want to get EP cut, but I'm definitely sure that base EP cut is not that good. I could probably get a few of these. Like, this is probably not bad to get 3, but you know what, I'm gonna get... I don't know if EP cut's worth it yet. I feel like opening up some slots is probably good, but I don't... Let's just start with making sure everyone has... So, I can equip these. I don't want to put... Okay, so if I get 3 more slots between these 3, I will need 3 more quartz to make it worthwhile. I will get 1 quartz for every slot because I have no other quartz left. No, I need 2 more quartz for 3 more slots. So opening up... should I just get this one? It's probably better to invest in this. This is cheap though. Let's just do this. Okay, sadly, not enough. But I'm only gonna get 1 more quartz here. No water quartz, that's important to recognize. And action wouldn't be bad. I can still get, yeah, let's get an EP cut, sure. He's probably not efficient, like I don't think EP cut 1 is very good. But it's better than nothing. I'm gonna swap this for this, see what that gives. Yes, I have Chrono down. Nothing new. Actually, it's actually kind of more value here because the 5% on these low cost abilities, it goes from 10 to 9, which is actually a 10% reduction instead of just the 5. Is what it looks like, which is pretty useful, actually. I'd rather have her have action, and I can't give her HP. I've messed up. But I can give her HP and give her detection. He has info. So maybe I should... If Eagle Eye needs to be on, doesn't need to be on the front person, then I can work with it, but... I'll stick with that for now. But I'm probably going to regret that setup. I don't think I have any equipment for any of them. Yeah, it's kind of nothing. So, that's new. There's stuff I can buy here, but I don't really... I can't imagine it's worthwhile. Like, it's going to be minor upgrades at best. Oh hey, he showed up again. Left another Orbital Staff. Rather than later. Roundabout ways, that's for sure. I don't understand. I mean, this has to be a plot line, right? Like, there has to be some, like, oh, it's actually being stolen or something. I mean, that's a big upgrade. But it's also 1k. A lot. I mean, these are huge upgrades. Like, 16 more attack and 1 more defense for Lloyd. 20 more attack for Ellie. 15 more attack for Tio. 21 more attack for whatever this guy's name is that I don't actually remember because I don't really care. Randy, it says right there, I'm blind. And then armor. Armor is like 12 more armor. I'll come back here later. Because the guide that I'm following, mostly for like things that I don't want to miss. I'm not really following it for optimal builds or anything. But it said that the gambling place has gear that is good. I don't know how to get to the gambling place. It's in the entertainment district, which I thought was in this area. No, wrong button again. Entertainment. I was just in the entertainment district. This is where I want to go. Get this stuff done because there's apparently gear here. And instead of sending Mira on gear, I can just multiply stuff because the gambling in these games is generally fairly safe. Alright, then I'll go for a couple of rounds today. Go for a couple rounds today. I'm beginning to think that you have an addiction, Randy. Just when he should be patrolling. He always ends up getting carried away in the casino. We're supposed to be gathering intel here, so I won't tell you can't play at all. Just try to show some restraint, Randy. In order to play games at the casino, you must exchange your Mira for tokens at the front desk. You cannot exchange tokens for Mira, but you may exchange them for prizes. I'm probably not going to get everything that would be useful here. What is it? So there's, yeah. This gives good defense, like a big upgrade. 10 more for Lloyd. 16 more for Ellie. 16 more for everyone. And boots that are kind of a downgrade for Lloyd in defense, but better movement and agility. And what's the start set? Comfortable, stylish, decoration. These cost 1,000. Let's start with exchanging 100. Let's just use 84. Let's exchange. I wish I could get 84 specifically. You know, let's just do 25, see how that goes. And then, I think this is probably the best. I can't remember. From the first game, I think poker was you play a hand, it goes how it goes, and then you multiply it repeatedly afterwards, based on higher or lower. I think is how it went. I'll double check. Head to head between them, you need 5 tokens, 52 cards, no jokers, 5 card hands out of 3 cards on the board and 3 face down. Your goal is to beat their hand. Exchange your cards by selecting which one to swap. Select and change. If you have the better hand, you'll be asked whether to receive the payout or go for another round for more. Payout increases dramatically for each round you win successively. 7 wins gives the highest payout. If you select raise before the showdown, you spend 10 tokens. If you win after raising, it counts as 2 wins. So yeah, it's not the easy one. Maybe blackjack is that one. I don't think it is, but it might be. Or they just changed it entirely. If you select fold before the showdown, you spend 10 tokens. Cards are all redrawn only one time a game. Sure, let's just start. Big bid. I'll play it safe initially. 5, 6, that. I mean, absolutely. Select which of these to hold. I mean, the 6 is at least something. Like, it's a pair. Absolutely worthless. I wonder how good your hand is. I'm looking forward to it. Select which 5 cards. Sure, doesn't really matter. I lose because all I have is a pair. Hey, what? A pair is better than no pair. Win. Indeed, you're quite skilled. Sure, let's go for one more, at least for now, to get it stable. I mean, that's almost really good. 6, I could keep the 2s. Or I could keep these and hope for a single... I only have one card that I can swap. It's 1 in 4 of getting a flush, which is probably not the play. It's probably my best interest to just hold the 2s. How good your hand is, looking forward to it. I have a pair of 2s and nothing else. Still 1 somehow, super lucky. I'm gonna quit here, just for some stability, and then check the other systems. Let's check Blackjack. Blackjack played head-to-head, 5 tokens, 52 closest to 21. Aces are 1 and 11, face cards are 10. 2 card is exactly 21. Blackjack, it's a better hand than those made with more hit cards. If you're dealt 7 cards without busting, it's called 7 cards. This is a better hand than a blackjack. 2 cards begin on your turn. Hit, have another card stand. Then comes my turn. Hit. Always hit if below 16 or lower. Stand if sum is 17 or more. If you have the better hand, you'll be asked whether to receive the payout or go another round for more. Your payout increases dramatically for each round you win successively. 5 wins for the highest payout. I don't know if this is the best way to do it. I could look at the guide, but it's more fun to figure it out. Hey, I think one of these two, like poker might be the best. 17, not very good. Oh, perfect. Oh, I busted. I suppose that's the way the cards fell. Next round, prize token payout will be higher. Sure, let's do 1 more. I'll deal cards. 8, 6. That's safe, so I should hit. I mean, that's not exceptional, but it would... I could go for more, but I think it's better. I think 19's pretty okay. It's your win. That was a skill display. Let's go another round. I'll deal the cards. A queen and an ace would be pretty nice. Hey, perfect. I love that they don't even let you mess it up there. You just automatically hold. Blackjack, excellent. I guess I kind of need to continue. A 5 and something else, a 6 and something else. 13, I think I should hit. Oh, perfect. That was a skill display of luck. In 500, it's not even that good for winning 5 times in a row. King. 18, I guess I kind of stand here. I don't know what the optimal blackjack strategy is. But I mean, I won. Not very... Okay, but that's safe. That's how it went. But like, that was not interesting. It was literally just random guesses. Roulette's just random luck, right? Predict will stop on a spinning wheel, whether it will land on in pocket 0, 0, 0, or 1 through 36. To bet on a number, payout for this is 36 to 1. To bet on 2 numbers, place chips like that. 18 to 1 because you're betting on 2, 3, 12 to 1, 6, I don't care, I'm not doing this. This is complete luck. I'm not even gonna read the rules, like... There's nothing really strategic about these either, but... Big bid. I think the poker one's kind of fun. You're like, okay, 3, 3, 6. I mean, I have another 3, so I should keep that. I mean, 3 of a kind is not bad. That's not great, but I wish this was a little bit faster. No. Give up. No. Ugh. There. One pair, three of a kind. If this gets like to 1,000 or something at its final one, then this is what I'll stick with. And just play it through every time. I mean, 2 twos is I think the best bet here. I'll probably lose, but it's not very fun. I mean, which one's more fun? 9 is slightly more interesting than an 8. Not really any different. I mean, the luck on this is kind of weird. It feels bad. Because, like, I feel like if I was legitimately gambling money, I would never play this. Ooh. 2 aces. And I should just re-roll the queen. I mean, a pair is not very good. Because, like, I haven't gotten anything better than a freely given, like... I had a 3 of a kind, and other than that, all I've gotten is pairs, and I've won every time. Like, the RNG or whatever for this is absolutely wild. I mean, I have to keep the queen, and that's it, though that's kind of nice. 3 of it, like, part of the way to a flush. 10, king, I have a pair, that's it. And there's still a real chance that I win because... like, that's just how it's been going, but I should lose. I don't like how some of their cards are see-through and others are not. Next round, bigger payout. 7, king, 9, 7. I mean, 7, I could take the 8 and bet completely unreasonably on getting a 6 and a 10, but other than that, there's not really much choice. Oh, 3 of a kind. Whoa, so interesting. I remembered I thought the gambling in, like, Trails to the Sky was less boring than this. It wasn't interesting, but, like... this feels even less appealing. Admittedly, I did do it all at once. I mean, a jack and an ace. Betting on a 10 is a terrible choice. But 10, jack, queen, king, ace is all I can really bet on. So actually, I'm also, if I do this, I'm also betting on getting a clubs. So it's not bad. It's 1 in 4 for that. Nope. So I think I lose. King, queen, ace, jack, and the 8. It doesn't really matter, and I lose. Ooh, so skill. So much skill. I really think the blackjack seems better because it gets to 500 a single round earlier, so you don't have to get lucky as many times. I've decided I'm going to check what is suggested as the choice for gambling. Oh, I'm bad. I forgot you can raise every turn. Oh, 2 10s, 2 aces, 2 pairs, at least something. Upping the bid, select between 3 cards. Okay. The fact that I don't have to click to dismiss the prompt in the middle confuses me. And it's gonna be 2 pairs, which is not much. Oh, did I unraise it? I think I messed up and unraised it. I'm gonna have 2 pairs. 5, 10, 5, 10, 9, whatever. Next round, very uninteresting. 2 jacks, a 7, 10, another jack. Raise, click there, change. King, 3, useless, just 3 of a kind, which is like pretty good, I think. I'm probably fine, but it's not very entertaining. Again, oh, can you not raise in blackjack? I assume you can't. 2, 3, 4. I would just leave here. Wait, is it best to fold? 2 diamonds, nothing else that goes with diamonds. Let's see what happens. Only once per game. 6, queen, 4, 10, 5. I mean, I have a pair, and that's it. Sure, let's do this every time. Why not? So fun. 3 of a kind, saved by luck, which I mean is the inherent nature of gambling. There's no actual, well, no. Some forms of gambling have some skill. Otherwise, like, top tier poker players wouldn't be consistently good at it. 1,000 prize. Oh, so I need to do this. If I want to get all the easy stuff, I need to win like this 6 times. Definitely a lot of fun. 3, 8, 6. 2 6s. Wonder how good your hand is. Go forward. 6, 6, 6, 8, and 5. Sure. I mean, the music is great. That's what sort of makes this not completely awful. Oh, because it's 2 wins. That's how the raising works. You just skip a tier, and you only have to play it half as much. I totally didn't pay enough attention to how the actual raise system worked. 2 pairs. Which is not bad. Not good. I would never actually bet on it, but you kind of have to. Tied. Seems to be a draw. Let's continue. It's just the same round again. Okay. 3, 5, king, a king. Oh, and the raise stays. That's interesting. I could keep the queen, but that would be useless. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. I would need to swap 2 out. Having the king is better. I should have kept the 4, obviously. I have a king, and I don't know, 3, 4, 5. 1 pair. It's a draw again. Seems to be a draw. Let us continue. 5, 6, 10. I mean, a 6. 5, 6, 7. There's like a 1 in... Well, there's not, but there's kind of 1 in 13 chance of getting an 8. Which would very likely win. If I leave this here, then there's a 2 in... Well, no, it wouldn't be a 2 in 13. It would be like 2 in 56, like 1 in 26. A 1 in 26 chance for each of these to get me a 6. Which would be a 2 in 26 would be 1 in 13 chance there as well. I don't remember statistics very well. I think that's how it would work. So this and this are equal plays, but picking the 7 adds another potential pair that I don't see any 7s anywhere, so that would be 1 in 13 as well, so there's a 2 in 13 chance of getting a better one than just a pair. Obviously, I didn't expect anything to be positive there, but... Did I raise, or did I... No, it's still the same round. Okay, so I need the 2 6s. I'll take the 5, the 7, and the king. Yay, I win. So fun. So I need to win 2 more times to get the big payout. I definitely keep the 5. If I keep 5, 6, and then I get a 7, I could not get a 7 and a 9. I could only get one more number. There's no point in carrying the 6. So a pair is all I have. Worthless, but I mean, he had to swap everything, so... I mean, he's gonna have, like, 3 pair. No, actually, I have 2 pairs. I was not paying any attention. That should be okay. Yep. Wait, 1 pair. I thought I had 2 5. Oh no, I was clicking the 5 from up there. I'm dumb. I just melted my own brain. This is last round. If I win, I get 1,000, and then I only have to do this a few more times. 2 kings, jack. And this is not a good hand. It might be worth folding here. Yeah, it's probably best to fold. Whether it's actually worth it, I don't know. But having nothing to go off of. 9, 8, 6. I mean, this is worse, but sure. 7 and a 10. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Absolutely cursed. It was so close to being good. And I lose to 2 pair, and I'd get nothing. Ugh. Four, 5, jack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If only I had a good hand like this on that last round. 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. I can't remember if this game has a specific... No, I must be thinking of a different game entirely. 2, 3, 4, 5. Betting on a 6 is a bad play. I think it's better to bet on... It's better to bet on a pair than on just getting a 6. Better than nothing. This gambling doesn't multiply enough. What game am I thinking of? Like, it's either... No. I hate that. The text box, when it's green like that, doesn't need to be cleared. But I press the button to clear it before I move. And that's the wrong thing to do. Oh, there's a good chance I just lose here. Good. Okay, I only have to win this one, and then I have to win it 4 more times, and then I'm done with this. 2 queens. Decent. A pair is not good, but it is at least something. If I kept the king, I would have not gotten the king, obviously. Okay. So, obviously the queens. And sure, let's keep the high cards. And I lose? No, pair to pair. Good. I mean, a 3 is not awful. 2, 3. I mean, betting on a 4 and a 6 is not a good plan. I hate this. Yeah. This stuff is not a lot. 5, 6, 7. 8. Betting on a 4 is not, but betting on a 4 or a 9 is not terrible. But I'd rather guarantee have a pair. Okay. Okay, let's 5, 5, ace, 8, 7. Pair, thank God. One step closer to being done with this. The payout is not good enough. I feel like it's probably the case that you could. I mean, that's easy. Yeah, the payoff's good enough that you might be able to just have it every time raise and just spam over and over that it's possible that's all you need to do. If you just had a bot do that over and over, you would win and have a net gain of tokens. But two jacks is probably the best I can hope for here. I'm trusting that just spam raise to save time and have to win half as much is much better. Please. Oh. I'm pretty sure you can't raise in blackjack, right? If you could, it would be more interesting, but I'm pretty sure you're basically hit or stay, right? 17, let's stand. 13, 14, 19, I lose. And that's the end of that. I was double checking that you can't do anything to make it go faster, but here you can. The raise makes it so it takes less time to reach the max, and the max is, I think, higher. Oh, such an appealing element to this game, having gear that's actually not terrible be locked behind this boring gambling. One pair, fun. I feel like from a gameplay perspective, they should just have, like, if it's a tie, you win, because then it wastes less of your time. Oh, 10, jack, queen, king. Betting on an ace or a 9 would be a bad choice, I think. Like, I think a pair is a better choice. Pair. Yeah, let's just bet on the pair. Queen, 2 pairs. Not bad. Let's begin. I wish this was, oh, actually, I can't speed boost here. I wish I could. 9, 10, king, queen. Betting on a jack is a terrible choice. I'm just raising every time. Do I bet on the jack? Sure. It's a bad choice. Yep. Bad choice. I mean, raising was not a correct choice anyway, but... Valueless hands. 4, queen, 4. Okay. 3 of a kind. That should be okay, but I mean, there's a very real chance that he has a 4 as well. Three of a kind wins. Good. Okay, what's the stuff to unlock? So 4 uniforms, and there's 4 sets of boots. I might skip the boots because this is a boring time. A pair. I mean, raise, because why not? 5, 3, 5, 5, nothing. Just 5. Two pairs, and I lose. Oh, what a strong and compelling gameplay. Probably gonna give up on this soon and just buy what I can and then move on. I didn't mean to do that at all. I misclicked, but oh well. It probably doesn't matter. After this round, I'm gonna buy however many martial arts uniforms I can and then just move on with the game. And if I happen to still be at a point in the game where I can continue doing this without too much backtracking between now and if at the end of this stream I'm open, I'll just do that when it's not visible, potentially visible to other people, because then I can do a bunch of other stuff at the same time. Wow, so lucky. This gambling component is tilting me out of my mind. Because it's just so not fun at all. I mean, that's a bad bet. Betting on a 10? But hey, that's the nature of this pointless game. Yup, great bet. Okay, I also have to make sure I didn't miss, like, a flush. No pair. If only I could speed this up. Come on, move on. Can I, like, maybe if I press the skip button, it will let me skip stuff. A pair is the best bet. Okay, no, I can't skip this. Do 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 do. Okay, I like the music, but I wish it had a little more variety when you're doing this for like half an hour. 4. I mean, almost a flush. I mean, 2 aces. Gotta love this. Completely. No, I hate that pushing B does this. Why would anyone give up there? Like, they're gonna lose their tokens anyway. They would obviously want to play it through. Wow. I really wish it was like, oh, the aces are high, so you win. Just to save time instead of doing draw after draw after draw after draw. Okay. At least that's decent. Do 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 do. 2 sixes, ace, 2 3 7. Absolutely garbage. I wonder if you can raise and then you shouldn't really be able to raise and then fold. It doesn't really make sense. I have nothing. I'd rather do this. It's probably not the optimal play. Oh, 10 Jack Queen King playing on a 9 or an ace is not great. But it's not the worst. Hey, got it. Okay. Okay, I'm done. No more of this for now. I'll be slightly weaker than I could potentially be, but I will at least have 3 people in better armor. Nope. Or should I get boots for everyone? So 2k for boots. And then 1 martial arts uniform? That's 5 defense, that's 20 defense and 5 speed. I mean, the 10 evasion might be better. The 10 evasion would be like effectively 10% damage reduction, but not really, because it would average to 10% damage reduction. Versus an increase of defense for most of them of 16, which if defense is a flat reduction, that would be probably better, but if it's like a scaled percentage or something, then it might be better to go with the boots. I mean, the boots also give better mobility, but the speed is very useful, because then they'll attack faster on their turn. So we get 2 of these. Ugh, I guess if I play one more time, I can make more decisions. Oh, this is the effect of this game. Famous Randy, heard rumors, great gambler. Honored, say love a great gamble. Could express time from your debauchery. Actually, is there anything to talk to these people about? Card table? No, useless. It just hurts to not be able to get all the gear for everyone. I just feel like I have to get the best gear that's still trivial to get. Because it's just, you play it more, you get the gear. So I guess I'm going to be playing it for longer than I intended to. I was going to give up. That's 2 pairs. Wait, was that 3 pairs? No, I'm just blind. Because the king comes from there. I'm just distracted. I didn't raise. Wait, I did raise. I guess I did it without paying attention. 5, ace, 7, 2 jacks. A pair is not great, but it's something. Do 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 do. 10 is the only thing to carry. Do 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 do. Oh, I was actually kind of close to a straight, wasn't I? If I had a 9 in there, that would have been very close. I have a pair, 2 pair. 2 pair, nothing better. Come on. Ugh. Wonderful house. There was, I don't remember if it was Trails in the Sky or not, but some game, it might have even been some weird, of course I lose to a random flush, but there was some game that I played that had basically the same basic, it might have been, actually I think it was specifically, I can't remember the name, it's a relatively old gacha game. They travel around... Oh, I should keep the 4. What am I doing? They travel around in an airship There's a character named Jeeta, like Dgeeta. I played it very briefly, but then it was far too team-oriented for someone that doesn't play stuff with people. Oh, Grand Blue Fantasy. I think the gambling stuff in there was like you do a hand, and then sort of like, I guess, some of the like the casino stuff in Tales games. Actually, that's pretty funny. There's Tales and Trails. They're two different series. But get water quickly. Very lucky 2 pair instead of 1. I almost find it funny that they're referring to it as skill, because I mean, it's almost funny because it's... The reason it's not funny is because it's annoying. He's just like, haha, so skilled. Totally luck. Wow. Both 3 of a kind on 3s. That's actually skill. Jack. 9. Jack. No, that would be a terrible bet to bet on, like, getting more cards than possible. 10. 6, 7. Yeah. 1 pair. And that's it. Great fun. Six, 4, 10, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think that's a good bet because I'd have to hold the 5 and the 7, and it would make it so I can't hold the pair. So I need 2 4s. Thank goodness. Only 1 more. I need to win. And then if I want to get the boots as well, I need to win 2 more to set. That's not bad. At least I have a pair. Ace, Queen, 3, 6, 5. Yeah, best I have. Pair. 2 pairs. Good. I have a chance. 6, 3, 6, 3. Ace. And he gets a flush. So fun. Two queens. Three queens, yay, full house. Just when I need it. Right at the start. It's just not a fun system. Like, there's nothing interesting about this. Like, I don't like poker to begin with, but my understanding of poker is what makes it poker is the other people being around a table and trying to get a read on them. Whereas this is just, it's maybe it counts as poker because it uses the basic cards in hand with cards on table thing, but other than that, it's not at all poker. admittedly, people play online poker where they don't talk or communicate. So, probably not that meaningfully different, but 2, 5, 8, 7, 8, 5. Bad hand. Oh? No, 10 and 7. Let's just do this. Probably bad choice, but I'll do it anyway. I have an 8. At least it's a pair. That's all I can really hope for ever. I thought normal poker. I don't play poker. I haven't even kind of played it in like, I think at least a decade, and that was obviously like, I don't think it was like the normal poker where you have cards on the table. It was just cards in hands and you can get rid of some, get your cards, and then it's over. Two, 8, 7. Nothing else. Fun. 2 4s. Thank goodness for good old random chance. I have an okay chance of not losing because I got 2 pairs. One of which was directly handed to me. But even with that, I still don't win. I mean, a king is good. He's gonna have a king as well, though. That's how chance works. Hey, a random full house. Literally, I mean, everything about hands is handed to you on a silver platter, but you are quite skilled. Next round, the prize token pay will be higher. Last round, if I get this payout, then I can get all the martial arts uniforms for everyone. 10. I just need a jack and I'd have a straight. But without that, I have nothing. Betting on a single card becoming a jack is a bad bet. I mean, betting on a pair is not a good bet either. But in this game it is, because it's all you get. And I lose, because he was holding 2 cards, so he definitely has like a pair or something. No! I pushed the wrong button. No one would give up there. Please. Oh yes. Through skill, he has 2 pair. On the one turn that it matters. Sure. Good enough. If it was less slow, it would be less awful. But it's so slow. Ugh, no one would give up there. I'm just pushing the other button because it makes the text boxes go faster. Pressing B instead of A. Guess I just have to mash A instead. Ace, queen, jack, jack. Queen, 2 pair, fun. Okay, if I get the full 1,000 payout, I'm done. I'm getting the martial arts uniforms for everyone and not bothering with anything else. Not bothering with the boots, even if they're pretty good. Because honestly, this is not entertaining to me. No one's watching, so it doesn't actually matter to them, but gotta love it. You know, who cares? I'm doomed anyway. Well, would you look at that? Almost a flush. Let's just put that out. There, good enough. I've decided I give up. because it's not fun and it's not interesting. So let's buy, let's buy all the boots and buy one uniform. And then he's gonna be my front line. Let's give him the martial arts uniform. There, done. It's technically missing 3 martial arts uniform, but it's a waste of time. So quartz, Guillaume factory, which I can't do anything with, but I think that's the illegal area where they can't actually operate, but they're... No, it's a different area where they're illegally selling guns and stuff. This is opened. Is this... Hey, welcome. What can I do for you today? Ah, you folks are here. You're those SSS guys from the CBD, aren't you? Well, whatever. As long as I'm making a buck, I don't care. If you need me to spruce up your gear, let me know. I mainly dabble in orbment repairs, but I can reinforce your weapons if you need it. Just ask me to enhance them, and I'll get to it. You can enhance weapons. Yep, reinforcing weapons is child's play if I have the right materials on hand. I may not look the part anymore, but I was actually a specialist at the Epstein Foundation's Materials Engineering Division back in my prime. Just know that your gear's in good hands. You once worked at the Foundation. Impressive. That would explain your proficiency with modifications. Sweet. Looks like we've got ourselves a nice hookup for some decked out weapons. If we run across any materials this old dude can use, let's bring him over and get us some new, shiny new gear. Talking to a customized list of possible upgrades will be displayed. If you have the necessary materials, you can create it. Weapons and armor made by customizing are stronger, cannot be bought at weapon shops, and special effects may be added. Monsters may drop the necessary materials. So it's just Battle Hammer needs sledgehammers and U material. Are these specifically... I actually have no idea if... I'm pretty sure those are not the, like, hypothetical end-game super weapons. So this is also open, apparently. Oh, this is the illicit black market. Except not illicit because it has a young child at the counter who isn't aware that it's illegal. Oh, customers! Mama, we have new customers! Can I sell them some weapons? Huh? New customers? Sell them the untraceable stuff. You heard her, folks. So, you buying something today? Actually, could you tell us what kind of store this is? We sell goods. Anything you need, we got it. Usually. Right now, we only have meds and quartz in stock, like this one and that one. Oh yeah. Don't count on using any Mira. That stuff leaves a trail. Pay with goods only. The fact that there's like a kid running a like underground trade is pretty funny. It's a good gag. This continues to sound more suspicious by the minute. What I think she's trying to say is that this is some kind of exchange shop, right? Speak to Jingo and choose exchange. If necessary items can perform an exchange. Equipment and quartz found at the shop are rare, cannot be obtained by other means. Be aware that since items are used instead of Mira, you should think carefully about the trades you choose to perform. What quartz are there? Poison. I can already craft poison, mute, seal, and blind, can't I? That is neat though. No, also looking at equipment. Megaduta. Seal and mute prevention is not bad actually. I assume marble ring prevents seal and luminous glasses. No. Luminous glasses seem like they would prevent blind. Anyway. Other Tear bomb, just an upgraded heal. Interesting. Sketchy. 60.24 caliber Rhinfords. And, hey Lloyd, I can make out handguns in that wooden box. The other box, over there, appears to be filled to the brim with ammunition. Explosives and hand grenades. I think I spy a bulletproof vest and some other gadgets over there. Wait a damn minute. Is that drum can over there filled with the liquid fuel that CGF uses? Excuse us. We were hoping you could provide us with some information regarding the type of business you're running. Oh, customers? We're brokers. We deal with goods coming in from all over Zemuria. You guys new to the CPD? Never seen your faces around here before. Brokers? People who like to operate in the dark. I'd heard rumors of a black market with long reach operating out of Crossbell somewhere. I take it that's you? Smuggled goods and weapons. Are you connected to Ravash by any chance? Oh, of course not. Even the thought of being lumped in with those numbskulls makes me sick. I am a respectable broker, thank you very much. I trade with 10 odd countries, including their militaries and the Jaeger Corps. I don't associate with small-time thugs that fire their guns at the drop of a hat. You're cops, right? If you want to take them down, be my guest. Actually, a detective from the 1st Division usually stops by here every so often. Well, half the reason is to buy supplies, and the other half is to loosen my tongue about current smuggling trends. She must be valued to the CPD as well, then. Even so, I can't get over how suspicious she is. Haha, are you guys going to buy something or what? If you must know, I don't sell weapons to anybody I don't trust. I've got my standards. That being said, if anything catches your eye, don't hesitate to ask my daughter at the counter about it. Can I break into their basement and steal their stuff? No. Oh, hold up just a second there, customers. That leads to the basement storeroom, and you're definitely not allowed in there. So keep your asses right up here if you want to buy something. I hope we go down there eventually and see that there's just like some mundane stuff. That'd be pretty fun. Casino's open. I need to go to IBC for an event. Well, not an event, a quest. Oh, if I go back to East Street, apparently it's an optional event that I don't really want to miss, because if I'm following a guide, might as well not miss events. It's good to see you all. Hello again, Arios. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? There's no need to be so nervous. You did a fine job handling the incident downtown. You were able to resolve the matter before we intervened. Oh no, it was nothing really. I bet he would have settled the whole thing with a single swing of his blade. I cannot help but feel like he has us dancing in the palm of his hand, as they say. Talk to him briefly. It's not really an event, it's just characters that are noteworthy. And apparently I should check in on these folks. What a nice group of useful people we've got here. Are you all going out on a trip? Yes, ma'am. We've got some business to take care of at Armorica Village. My, that's quite the journey. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you take this all with you? Received lemonade. Oh, is this the same kind of iced lemonade you gave me on the train? Indeed it is. Remember to drink some while you're on the road if you feel dehydrated, okay? Haha, roger that, madam. Doodle-doo. Apparently there's people to talk to in here. In the inn component. Wow, this bed is so soft and fluffy. Did you guys know that Daddy promised me he'd buy me something I wanted? I told him I wanted a Mishy plush. I'm so excited to get it. We took a long trip out to Crossbell for my boy today. I'd do anything for my son. I'm not afraid of working overtime. I assume there's gonna be a later plot thread every time he shows up about him working overtime. Wait, who's this? They're machine racing the site's Crossbell offers. What time I went and purchased the Septium crystal that I had my eyes on earlier. Pretty easy to get to Mainz now that they've established a bus route there from the northern exit of Crossbell. First step towards bonding with my Septium trading father. Okay, it's time to head out. Who's this maid? In Crossbell, purchasing goods, spending a whole month sightseeing. Do wonder what happened back at the Imperial Mansion. I wonder if they're relevant in Cold Steel, or if they just show up in Cold Steel at least. Just random folks. This is East Street. I want to go to Harbor District because that's the way to get to IBC. But in the Harbor District, news station, talk to Grace. Howdy. Oh, my beloved SSS has come again. Hello, hello. How's life treating you? Don't try to hide behind your smooth talk. You aren't going to blow up the case from the other day into some sensational scandal again, I hope. Come on, guys. Turn those frowns upside down. Things may look a bit shaky right now, but trust me, I'm rooting for you. Ah, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm actually a teensy bit busy this week. Don't have much time for chit-chat, you know? I'll be counting on you guys to embroil yourselves in another riveting story for me by the time I get back, capiche? Sure. Who's this dude? Rains. Okay, next topic is... Got permission to start writing my own articles. Tiny column. Happy guy. That's there. Next thing to go to IBC. Because there's a quest here. It's about Septium exchange or something. Good morning, welcome to IBC's corporate headquarters. Tucson for words, pretty impressive building. Not unusual for people to be astonished the first time they see the building in all its glory. The awe is worn off on the employees, though. Enter here. Actually going to take a brief break to go to the washroom. Back. I was thinking a minute. I think I'll try to get all the in-city stuff done today. And then once I'm done all the stuff within the city, I will end the stream there and then grind the gambling casino stuff in the meantime after. because then I can be watching whatever at the same time without it being a potential issue. Welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Oh, now this is a surprise. It's been quite a while, hasn't it, Miss McDowell? Uh-huh. Are you acquainted, Ellie? Hello, LaFay. Indeed, it has been a while. I haven't seen you since you returned from your studies abroad. Oh, yes. This reminds me. Would you like me to inform Miss Croix of your arrival? She's currently overseeing Michelin's operations, but I'm sure she'll rush back if I notify her that you were here. I'm glad to hear that Belle's still keeping herself busy. That's okay, though. I'm not here to discuss anything important with her today. I'll visit her another day when I have the chance. Is that so? I'll send her your regards then. Damn, Mademoiselle's got connections at in the IBC? Yeah, and they seem to be on pretty friendly terms too. She continues to uphold her image of the perfect noble lady. What is the plot purpose of them not connecting the last name to the last name of the mayor? Like, it might be that she isn't this daughter of the mayor, but there's no mention of it. Like, maybe it's because it's trying to throw off the people playing the game who just gloss over, oh, Mayor McDowell is the mayor, and then she has the exact same last name in this city that, within the realm of the game, has maybe a few hundred, a population of maybe a few hundred. It's probably actually thousands, but I can hear you, you know. Aren't we here to get work done, Lloyd? Oh yeah, you're right, we are. Whoops, got a bit sidetracked. Please, allow me to introduce ourselves. Allow me to introduce ourselves. That's a weird sentence. Because me introduce ourselves as opposed to allow us to introduce ourselves, or allow me to introduce us. It's a weird sentence. We're members of the CPD's Special Support Section. I believe we received a request from the IBC for help. Oh, is that what this is all about? My apologies. I'll explain the details to you immediately. Great, thank you. You may have read about it in the finance section of the paper already, but the IBC will soon be rolling out a new service to exchange Sepith. Essentially, our service will allow patrons to exchange Sepith at a higher rate than the average market value. So, you're offering to cough up more dough than your everyday shop. Man, talk about deluxe treatment. The service's purpose is to amass a large reservoir of Sepith due to the scarcity of natural septium. The IBC is unparalleled when it comes to designing simple yet effective initiatives. You flatter us. However, to counteract theft and Sepith counterfeiting, we've limited the service to IBC members for the time being. Our main goal right now is to make it so we can store the Sepith in our terminals. We'd like for you to help us beta test this feature, hence the request, because they totally wouldn't have their own internal QA/QC system. They totally would need to hire random police officers. Sounds good. What exactly do we need to do? Great. First things first. Please take this card with you. IBC primary card. You'll need to present that card to me here in order to perform an exchange. Additionally, for this beta test, we'll need you to exchange a specific amount of Sepith. 30 of each type of Sepith should be sufficient. 30 of each type. Got it. Sounds cool. Let's give it a spin. Oh, by the way, there's no requirement for us to deposit them all at the same time. We can turn it in little by little while we take a break from our other requests. I don't think I have anywhere near enough for 30 of each. Select exchange, then exchange. Select exchange, then exchange to perform an exchange. That is a horrific sentence. Equals land fee, and select exchange, then exchange to perform an exchange. Not a good sentence. Not really their fault, but I mean, I have okay amounts of all of them, but I already spent a bunch. I'm just gonna ignore that for now. I'll come back later. Well then, everything seems to be running smoothly. Thanks again. You've been a great help, Chief. This kind of algorithm is especially challenging. Is that... that does make sense. I can always trust your opinion. Oh, it's him, not the other one. I've not seen you in some time, Chief. Boys. Oh, well, if it isn't Tio. How are you doing these days? Chief, does that mean your boss? That is correct. He's my direct boss, and the chief of the Orbital Staff Development Division. He specializes in orbital computer networking, and acts as the head of the Epstein Foundation's Crossbell branch. It's weird that the person who specialized in computer networking is working on a staff project. I suppose you could call him my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at that new division of the CPD. I'm quite relieved to see you doing well. But why don't you ever come by to deliver reports, Tio? I'm quite worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your gracious delivery of an orbital staff to the weapons shop? To the weapons shop for me? Gulp. You know, now that I think about it, Wendy mentioned that somebody from the Foundation drops by quite pretty frequently. Gulp. Who's Wendy? Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. Gah, I've really done it now. Tio is no doubt angry with me. But how can she expect me to leave a child like her to her own devices in a city like this? Your behavior is suspicious, Chief. What? What could you possibly mean? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I am not trying to participate in a scavenger hunt. Gulp. I see your point, Tio. And I'm terribly sorry for all of this. Please, don't be upset with me. It is precisely your behavior at times like this that upsets me, Chief. Gulp. Sweat. Haha. You're right. I understand. Aren't you being too harsh, Tio? I am unable to help it. I'm irritated beyond comprehension. What a silly character. So that's that. This, and then there. Chapter 1. The monster damage is going out. Overdue book, I need to check the library. Hunting for ingredients, I need to talk to Bread Boy. Is there anything I need to do in IBC? Enter and try to leave for an event. Okay. Admin district. I need to talk to friends in the conference room. The library has a new book that can be read that I might go read because I don't know how those books... I don't remember if there's achievements for reading books like that. But let's start with the library, because I also need to pick up this. Hi again, Uncle Miles. Oh, Lloyd. It's good to see you. Have you come to borrow more books? Actually, we're here for your request. I believe you sent a request to the SSS for help, right? You were asking for help to locate and retrieve some overdue books. That's not the correct voice at all. That was too deep. Not that it's necessarily very different, but... by golly, you're right. I did submit a request like that, didn't I? Let's get to it, shall we? Allow me to explain the details. Yeah, of course. Splendid. You're doing me a huge favor. You see, several of our patrons have yet to bring in their overdue books. I'd like for you to locate and return them to me. Understood. Doesn't sound too bad to me. Sure. Do you have their addresses? Yes, that information is tied to their library cards. Give me a moment to bring them to you. The first person is Faye, who lives in Belheim Apartments on West Street. Next we have Clarice from Acacia Apartments on East Street. Lastly, we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters in the administrative district. Alright, Raymond, you must stop embarrassing us. I'm sorry, Uncle. I wasn't expecting someone from this force to lack punctuality. Haha, don't worry about it. I'm just hoping that the reader was so engrossed by the contents of their book that they simply forgot to return it on time. I sense that your hopes are highly unlikely. There are quite a number of people out there who pay no regard to the rules. What? The hell are you looking at me like that for? No reason. Anyway, our objective is clear. We'll retrieve those books for you, ASAP. Great, thank you. Please return to me once you've collected all 3 books. I'm counting on you, Lloyd. Overdue books. This PhD student. And the Saint and the White Wolf is on the shelf. Long, long ago, in an area when mankind was divided by conflict into West and East. It's weird, because normally I would always say East and West. There lived a very kind girl in a certain town. The girl ardently treated those wounded in battle or ravaged by disease, gaining the admiration of everyone in town, except for the ruling lord, who cared little for the girl who nursed even enemy mercenaries back to health. One day, the lord summoned a guardian knight. Have that pesky maiden slaughtered. The lord had had enough. He wanted the girl eliminated. The girl lived alone in a house on a cliff above the sea. Knowing this, the guardian knight headed towards the house to carry out the deed. What a strong guardian, everyone thought, killing people for doing nothing. His plan was to attack her from behind after it had gotten dark. No one would suspect a thing. He hid in the forest near the house and waited. That night, the girl emerged from her house to draw water from the well. As the knight left his hiding spot, he heard a howl. A white wolf had appeared before him. The white wolf stared at the knight with red eyes. It was as if it was there to protect the girl. The knight promptly tried to escape, but his feet slipped. He then tumbled down the cliff. When he came to, he found himself in a simple bed. Idly looking around, he saw the girl standing there in the kitchen. Noticing the bandages carefully wrapped around his body, he realized that the girl had saved him. I'm relieved you woke up, the girl said, serving the knight a bowl of warm soup. Receiving such kindness from someone he tried to kill caused the knight to feel deeply ashamed. He came clean and told the girl that his lord had commanded him to kill her. The girl was a little surprised when she heard that, but soon smiled as though unfazed. Even still, I cannot just look away when a life granted by the goddess is in danger. The knight was moved by those words. For her to be so kind towards someone who might have killed her. She must be a daughter of the goddess. And he would have gone through with it, if not for that white wolf. The thought sent a chill down his spine. He decided the white wolf must be a servant of the goddess, ordered to protect the girl. A few days later, when his body was fully healed, he thanked the girl, and it was now time to go back. He began to consider how he might convince his lord to change his mind. The girl joined him on his way to town to check up on her other patients. The knight pondered more. He asked the girl's opinion, but she seemed unbothered by the issue, not worrying whether or not others disliked her. As they approached the town, they noticed the light around the town shone red like a sunset, but it was still noon. Finding it strange, the girl and knight ventured forth to find out what was happening. What they found sent horrifying gasps from their mouths. The town was dyed red, not by the setting sun, but by the flames of war. Bum bum bum. And that's the beginning of a story that's probably going to have regular installments over the game. And I will try to read it as it goes, because, I mean, these stories are never exceptionally good. They're all fairly short, obviously, but they're fun. Which is also why I don't want to miss, like, the versions of... What's the story? Back Alley Dr. Glenn is a story that you can collect. And once I get all of those, I'm going to read them all at once. So maybe it would be more fun to read them as I go. But that's that. So... guess I probably should just talk to random folks. Here's the history nerd studying for his PhD. I don't think I've seen this one before. You know, there were 5 years yet to discover. I kind of don't care about these library NPCs. Not very interesting. So, time to go to the CPD. Check in here. And talk to... Is Raymond? How's it going, Detective Raymond? Oh, if it isn't the SSS. You guys got some business at the HQ to tend to? Heh. I'll admit you got guts playing dumb like this. As if we'd be fooled by your little act. But we see right through you, Raymond. The real culprit here is you. What? Randy, cool it with the pranks, okay? It was not even clever. Oh, come on. I'm a police officer, aren't I? I had to pull out that line at least once in my life, you know? What's he going on about? Sorry about that, Detective Raymond. We're here because of a request from the library. You wouldn't happen to have an overdue library book, would you? Oh, crap. Now that you mention it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah, yeah. So, Detective Raymond, did you perhaps misplace this book of yours? No, I don't think so. Why the uncertainty, then? I'll go look for it. Phew, I managed to find it. Here you go. Received women who have changed the world. Phew, thank goodness. Really left us in suspense there, Raymond. Though I have to ask, what inspired you to check out this particular book? To my knowledge, it's a pretty extensive account of historical female figures and the incredible feats they've accomplished. Yeah, well, when I saw the title, I thought I was checking out a photo album with a bunch of hot chicks from across the continent. Kinda fits his character that we've learned that he's a creep. But, like, slightly less creepy than he could be, but he is. After I cracked the thing open, I realized it was definitely not that. I kinda just left it in my drawer and forgot about it. What a good detective. Like, such a good detective. I do not think the library is the right place to search for that kind of book. Well, we got the book back, so all is well that ends well. We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Raymond. Anytime, guys. If you want to try to talk to her, because her sister... Hey guys, I heard the news. You've got to leave the city to investigate the monster incidents, right? Yeah, we're about to depart for Armorica Village. I, Fran Seeker, this time we get her last name to make clear the connection, will support you with everything I've got, is what I'd like to say. But I'm not sure you'll be in range to receive oral communication. We'll just have to try and find out. It's usually fine inside the city, though. Ah, I see. Do you think our enigmas will be too far away to communicate with you? The operating system was intended for investigative use only within city limits. Though, theoretically speaking, orbital waves should be able to travel up to 200 Selga outside of the city. 200 Selga. I think that'll just barely reach all of the populated areas within the state. So you'll be able to keep up communications then? Thank Eidos. Don't forget to contact your pal Fran Seeker, again emphasizing the last name, if you get yourself in a bind, guys. Roger that, Fran. You don't have to worry so much. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're just doing an investigation. So, probably actually going to stop a little bit early because my mouth is very dry and my throat is sore. But I'm going to be back right here. But in the meantime, I'm going to get the incredibly dull gambling out of the way so that I can get the armor for everyone. And maybe the gift for whatever the decoration is for him. I don't really know anything about those, but I'll do that. Tomorrow I'll try to get everything inside the city done and head out to Armorica Village. But this is where I'm stopping for now. And I'll be back probably 11, well, 11 my time, but I'll be back tomorrow at the same time as I was here today. Hopefully with a less sore throat. It's not very sore, but it's scratchy.